Hi, this is Tony with StuffSeniorsNeed.com, and I'm coming to you today with a video that was inspired by an email I received from a subscriber. It involves mortgage help for seniors, and the questioner was asking me, if there was any programs out there that actually gave senior citizens, a lump sum cash in order to pay their mortgage. And really, that's not the way that most grants for seniors work. Normally, what happens is the federal government, or sometimes the states, will give money to local organizations and to the local governments at the county or the town level in form of a block grant, and that provides services for seniors in the community. So I'm really not aware of any program which just gives cash to seniors. Now, if anyone out there does in fact know about one, please let me know. Reach out to me so that I can pass the information along. But in that end, there are ways that seniors can get help with their mortgages. First and foremost, never overlook your local office of the aging. This is the resource for seniors to go to first and foremost to find help for anything. The only problem with giving you a list of all the resources is that because of budgetary issues and because this is really enacted at the local level, all the services vary from office to office. So you would have to reach out to them, explain the problem, and see if they offer any type of assistance. But beyond that, there are a couple of avenues that you can look into. First of all, Department of Housing and Urban Development. They have agencies in your local area where you can go to for a variety of services for counseling regarding your situation. Now, one of them does deal with mortgage delinquency and dealing with foreclosure and getting debts resolved. So if you just go to the local HUD website, they have a listing there of the counselors in your area. And you could probably get this through the Office of the Aging as well. In order for you to go sit down with them, take a look at your situation, and see what type of help they can offer and what direction that they can put you into. Secondly is a reverse mortgage. Now, reverse mortgages are becoming more and more popular, and I think unfortunately it's because of the state of the economy. More seniors than ever are taking these as soon as they possibly can. You can start to take a reverse mortgage so long as everyone who's on title of the property is age 62. But the problem with that is that seniors are living longer and longer, so they're tapping their equity sooner. That creates a lot of issues. So it's something you need to be aware of. I'm not saying avoid a reverse mortgage. You need to be aware of the consequences. And part of the process of getting a reverse mortgage is that seniors have to go through a mandatory counseling session before the loan is approved. And the same HUD housing counselors that I spoke to you about in the first segment of this video, they're the same ones you would sit with in order to get an approval for a reverse mortgage. You have to go through it. It's a government mandate to make sure that seniors aren't getting scammed on the reverse mortgage. When these mortgages first came out in the late 80s and the early 90s, there were a lot of problems with that. So that's why the counseling session is in there. Next would be a refinance. And when you're refinancing your mortgage, what's happening is you're typically trying to lower your payment. That might be good, but the problem is there's a downside also. When you lower your payment, first of all, you're adding to your mortgage in terms of the closing costs for the mortgage and things like that, and you're also stretching out the time frame of the mortgage. You'll be going probably from 15 to 30 years, and you need to understand the ramifications of that decision, where you could wind up paying tens of thousands of dollars more in interest over the life of the loan. So I'm putting it here as a possibility for mortgage help, but you need to be aware of the ramifications of that decision. Next is a loan modification. And this is a situation where you end up negotiating with the lender to modify the terms of your existing mortgage. What you're looking to do is to lower the interest rate to lower your payment, but keep the length of the mortgage the same. The advantage here is that what's happening is you're seeking a loan modification normally because people are in a situation where they're facing foreclosure. So banks don't necessarily want to do a foreclosure. First of all, they have tons on their rolls already, and secondly, that costs them a lot of money. The problem with a loan modification is that a lot of agencies that claim to do this, okay, are involved in fraudulent practices where they prey on seniors who are seeking this type of mortgage assistance. So I can't stress enough that you really need to seek a competent elder law attorney if you are going to be doing this, okay? Also of note, if for any reason you're a low-income senior and you can't afford a lawyer, okay, on my website, Stuff Seniors Need, I have a free legal help guide for seniors, okay, to give them tips and ideas on where to go if they're looking for free advice, free legal advice like this. Now, one thing I absolutely want you to avoid, okay, let me just fix this here, I should have, sorry. It's called a viatical. A viatical is the sale of a life insurance policy to a third party where they pay you a cash surrender value in addition, okay, in addition or over and above what the current surrender charge would be. It sounds good, but it is an industry that is loaded with fraud, crooks, scammers. Take a look at the FTC website. It is filled with situations where there are fines and criminal charges associated with this enterprise. So you want to avoid viaticals when you're looking for help. There is enough legitimate help out there in terms of your Office of the Aging, a reverse mortgage, HUD counseling, and refinances. You don't need to touch viaticals. So once again, this is Tony with Stuff Seniors Need. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Take care.